Hey guys, welcome to Tactical OP and Neo's Handguns and Reloading. I'm OP, and there's Neo. Okay guys, in this video we're going to try out my $300 gamble here. Got the Canik TP9SA, and comes with a lot of stuff I wouldn't use, a dangerous holster. Haven't read a lot about this gun. Turkish made. I do like the size of it. It's 18+1. I don't like that it has a decocker on a striker fire gun. Immediately that makes it, in my mind, not a self-defense carry weapon. And especially since we probably have an issue getting holsters on these guns too. I don't know. I haven't spent a lot of time looking, mainly because of a decocker on a striker fire. I wouldn't carry it as self-defense anyway. In my mind, this is strictly a out here when I'm shooting other guns, gun to shoot. It is not a gun that I would use to defend myself in any situation, or carry as a sole purpose of defense. This is going to be just a range gun for me, but I figured I'll go over it and run some rounds with it. We'll see how it shoots. I mean, for a gun I got on sale for $300. By the time I was done with shipping and FFL fee, I've got about $350 in it. You know, it's a shame in my mind that it has a decocker on it, because this could be a gun to compete, you know, entry-level self-defense 9mm. You know, something to compete with like a Smith & Wesson SD9 VE or something. You know, this. And it feels really good. It feels better than one of those guns. So, but this just blows it for me as far as self-defense or you know, a carry weapon. But let's load up some mags and see how it shoots. Okay, for the first shots with this TP9SA, I want to go for that middle green target there. Kind of at a decent range, not very close, but not too terribly far out either. And kind of get the feel for the gun a little bit. Here we go, 18+1. Not sure how I did. I thought I had at least one shot get away from me a little bit. Let's see. For the most part, we're close to center there. It's not too bad. It shoots a little better than I figured it would, actually. And I do like the sights on it, which is a good thing because the sights aren't changeable. It is adjustable. You can't adjust the windage on the rear sight, but from what I understand, there are no sights available for this gun. But I have to do some more checking. Don't hold me to that one. I'm not sure about that. That's just hearsay right now. I do like the trigger on it though, sitting there playing with it as I'm talking. Load up a couple more mags and take a few more shots. Alright, we're out here with the TP9SA, and like I said, with this gun I'm just gonna do like range shots, more target shooting. I don't believe this gun should be used as a self-defense weapon, and I'm not going to try to sell it as one. I feel with the decocker on a striker fire, you're asking for a problem during a situation. So in my opinion, this is a gun that you just take to the range, go shoot, have some fun with, but don't trust your life on it. So let's play around with some steel plates and see how accurate it is. 18 goes quick. Put another mag in, go for it. I do like the capacity. And that's it again, we're empty. It does shoot really well, I will say that. It is a shame it has this decocker on here. The gun feels really nice and shoots well. Okay, let's take a few distance shots here with the TP9SA. Let's go for that steel silhouette right there. Alright. Failure to feed there. First malfunction I've had. Okay, we're backed up a ways with the TP9SA. We're gonna take a few long distance shots of that gong. A little bit of fun. Yeah, we got it a few times. But the weather's turning on, it's starting to rain here, so I want to go up there and take a shot at those steel plates again, and then we'll put it up. Go inside and talk about it. Okay, well, we were that far back anyway, so I just decided to walk a little further, and we'll try that this TP9SA from way out here. See if we can hit anything with it. You zoom the camera in so we'll get an idea of where I'm hitting. That's about as far as it will go. Okay, here we go. I don't even have a full mag. I'm just going to take a few shots at it and see if we can do any good. Once, and I'm empty. Definitely not the best I've done, but still not terrible. All right, well, let's take it back over by the steel plates, maybe hit those one more time, and then take it in and field strip it and talk specs about it. Okay guys, I got one mag left, this TP9SA, so I don't see going back to the house with 18 rounds only, so might as well go ahead and burn that. I got the camera backed up where the entire thing here, over on the left is the steel silhouette and the gong, and then on the right are the steel plates and the target stands and such. I'm just going to go all over the place here. And that's it. It really is a good shooting gun. This is I'll recant something I said earlier. I would carry this around with me when I'm out here working on the place. I'm out on the tractor, something like that. A very good shooting gun, and definitely one I'm going to keep just for target shooting. Let's take it inside and field strip it, and we'll talk specs. Okay guys, we're back inside now with the Canik or Canik, which I've been told is the way it's supposed to be pronounced, TP9SA. So I'm just going to call it the TP9SA since everybody agrees on that. One thing I noticed a while ago when I went to grab the case to put it on the desk, had it stacked with my other cases, and it looks strangely a lot like a Walther case. Wow. Didn't realize that until I went to get them out. Where I keep them, the shelf I keep them on, it's not lit very well, and I grabbed a Walther case first, and then the TP9 case, and that's when it kind of struck me that, hey, possibly we have the same maker here? Maybe. Okay, but I actually like the TP9SA case better on the inside than I do my Walther. Walther's got that real soft foam that tends to fall out of the lid, and doesn't really hold the gun very well. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but I actually like the more dense foam that this case has over the Walther case. Also, another thing, if you happen to be a Walther owner, I'll show you real quick. This TP9 18 round mag, I think I've got my this is my 5-inch 9mm PPQ here. Grab the 18 round mag for the TP9SA, and it does fit. Looks funky, but you know, just if you ever wanted to try that. I mean, it's kind of, I wouldn't do it, but there it is if you want to. Just some more kind of useless information to pass along. Okay, we come with let's see, got our owner's manual, warranty card. This is pretty cool too. Don't normally get this. It's got you a little roll, actual punch pin here to drive the roll pin out of the grip to change the back strap. That's pretty cool. Just come with that. You don't have to get your punch set out for that. You can just keep that in the case with the gun. It comes with a lot of stuff in here. Shoot yourself in the leg holster. A couple of adapters for the holster. Bore brush, Schwab stick. 2 18 round mags. Mag loader. Extra back strap. So you get a lot with it. Let's just take the gun out of the case here, and we'll check specs on the gun, break it down, and talk a little bit more about it. Okay, now I got a little room to mess with it here. Let's talk about some of the features. Okay, it is ambidextrous. No, it is not. It does not have a slide release on the right hand side. Okay, I actually just now noticed that. Okay, well, so it is not ambidextrous. It is 18+1. Have a striker indicator. Okay, pretty cool. A loaded chamber indicator right here. You can see how it is raised. And hold the gun right where you can see it. Right here. It's raised up. Okay. You see now it's flush with the top of the gun. Okay. Trigger safety. And then what I think is its demise for using as a carry weapon or self-defense, this decocker. Absolutely makes no sense to me to have that on a striker fire gun. simple explanation. If you're confused at what I'm talking about, is you got this gun set up in a holster for your protection. Okay, you have one in the chamber, but somewhere along the lines you bump it, something like this, and trip that. When you come out of the holster, if you need your weapon, you've got nothing. You've got absolutely nothing. You have to rack the slide. You have no choice. You're going to have to do that. Now, are you going to have time to do that? Well, probably not, because you're going to be shocked, because you're already going to pull your weapon, point, and realize you've got nothing there. Okay, so it's not just going to be, I'm going to pull it out, no, I've got to do this. You don't know you have to do that. And in my mind, that's precious seconds lost for no purpose at all. So, what I've heard, and I said this is hearsay, I haven't read it from the manufacturer, but I'm under the understanding this is on here so you can remove the slide without pulling the trigger. Now, almost all your guns you have to pull the trigger on and remove the slide. I don't see what the big deal is. You didn't have to put this on the gun, and this could have been a great gun. The gun shoots excellent. The grip feels great. It kind of reminds me of a VP grip. I mean, it's not quite a VP9 feel, but it's very close. Okay, and the gun shoots well. Another downfall is, it's got the it's got three dot sights, and I do like the little white line that they have in the rear sight, dead center, where you can kind of dot the eye with the front sight. I like that. Mine needs touched up a little bit. They got a little white paint outside the groove they have there, so a little sloppy there. Probably going to get Sharpie marks over the dots anyway, so not a big deal there. Like I said, the back strap is interchangeable as well. 4.5 inch barrel. Really nice trigger. It is actually fairly smooth on the take up too. I mean, there's a little bit of grip right before the wall, right before the break. It is reset. Nice, good reset. Not too terribly far out there. I mean, really nice trigger. When I was picking this gun up from my FFL, he and I were kind of playing with it a little bit, and we put the gauge on it there, and I was shocked. I actually thought it was a little bit more than what it's showing. We'll have the gauge on it here again in a minute, but what we were getting over there was just under 5 pounds on this trigger. So we'll try that here though in a second. You got rear slide serrations, nothing on the front. It's kind of got that M&P look on the slide. You got where it cuts back in a little bit toward the end of the slide, with no serrations in the front and serrations in the rear. Kind of reminds me of M&P looking at it on the slide. Kind of reminds me of a VP9 looking at it from the back, and kind of on the grip as well. It's very comfortable. Like I said, it's 18 plus 1, so I mean you have all kinds of room here for your hand. Good sized gun, 4.5 inch barrel. But let's weigh it real quick with a full mag in it. There's a scale ready. Not quite a full mag. I dumped one out. Get accurate here. Okay. Okay, what do we got? 2 pounds, 5 ounces with 18 rounds. So this gun holds a lot. Okay. Drop that mag. We'll put an empty one in there. I think I read that specs say what their advertising weight is like 28 ounces. So see how close that is. It's 29. Okay. 1 pound, 13 ounces. Oh, they were close. Alright. How about the trigger pull gauge? Let's see what the trigger's like. This is really surprising to me. I can't believe that. I mean, for the price of this gun, wow, what a trigger. Here we go. Four pounds, 2.7 ounces. Maybe the lightest trigger I have. If there's anything I have on that's close to that, it's going to be 4 pounds, 2.8 ounces. If anything close to that, it's going to be a PPQ that I have. And I don't think any of my PPQs are under 4.5 pounds. Three pounds, 15.5 ounces. This is nuts. On a $300 gun. I really hate that this gun has that decocker on it. 4 pounds, 2.9 ounces, and I really think I bottomed the gauge out a little bit then. Okay, it's our average 4.2. That's nuts. That is just ridiculous. Lightest trigger I have on the cheapest gun I own. This shoots really nice, as you would expect with a 4 pound trigger. But the reset, you can ride the reset really good too. I was impressed with that. And I did actually, when I'm shooting it, I don't think it's some of the footage that I have for the video, but I did, actually there was some double taps. I mean, I haven't shot any of my PPQs recently, and I know when I'm off of those guns for a bit and I'm shooting some of my other guns, when I get back on a PPQ, very often if I'm trying to ride the reset, I'll double tap till I get used to the trigger again. And out there with this, it did happen to me one time. Shot really well though. And one thing I neglected to say in every one of my videos on gun reviews, which I remember after the fact, but everything you guys see me shoot in my guns are reloads. Okay, these 9mm reloads. Okay, so really not a question on will the guns take different types of ammo. I'm putting reloads through them. I mean, this is bullets I'm making. So I haven't used new ammo in I don't know how long. So it says something about the gun. This is a new gun, and it was loosening up a little bit, but it did throw me one failure to feed. So I did have one malfunction. Nothing since, and nothing before that. So, and I've put probably around 300 rounds through it so far. So, I mean, I haven't taken it out and stomped it in the mud and tried to shoot it or anything, but, a pretty good amount of rounds through it with very little problems. I actually had more issues out of what I would consider more reputable brand guns when they were brand new than I have out of this one. M&P 9 I had one of the M&P 9s I had before had a couple of failures to feed before. Right. I mean, within the first 3 mags run through it, and I had that FNS9 that gave me a little bit of fits at times too. So, really, there's nothing to condemn on this gun, other than that decocker. Also, I guess you say you can't get aftermarket sights. I haven't found any available anyway. So, windage is adjustable on the rear sight, so at least we got that. That's cool. But from what I understand, you wouldn't be able to go and put night sights on it, which I do not recommend this gun to be a self-defense gun. A carry gun, anything you're going to trust your life with, I don't recommend this gun for that. You know, people can do what they want to do, and a lot of people feel differently about it, but I may tell you that this is going to be a great weapon to carry for self-defense. I do not think so, because if this ever accidentally gets pushed and you don't know it and you need this to save your life and you go for that trigger and you've got nothing, you're in trouble. Okay, it's just not worth it. It is just not worth it. I will use this gun around here just to you know, carry on me, not worry if it gets, you know, if it gets rain or sweat or mud slung on it, or, you know, just, you know, I'll use it as a tool here, or just one of the guns I take over to my range to shoot, but not one I'm going to carry for self-defense at all. But let's go ahead and break it down. Okay, drop the mag out of it. Slide lock. And supposedly you can push the decocker and slide the slide off. Okay. Well, it worked, but we could have pulled the trigger too, so I'd rather done that. And that is fairly nasty in here, because I have run probably around 300 rounds at least through it. Steel guide rod. I wasn't expecting that. Kind of nice. Big old barrel. 4.5 inch barrel. There's our slide that and I think you can see down there, see there's not really a screw or a heavy screw to remove. See if I turn it, it's just like a pin set to remove this front sight. So I don't know, I mean, I'm sure something could be arranged to make work for that, but as far as I know right now, there's nothing available just for sale that's supposed to go, you know, right on this. So one thing else to think about, put this back together, drop our barrel back in. Okay, recoil spring, slides back together. Let's get a look at the body of the gun here. Okay, as I said before, you know, I'm kind of a fan. If I see this, well, actually, ooh, tricky. Okay, I turn it in light just right. We've got just little bitty rails here, small, short ears for that side to grab. All this is just smooth, it's slick on the side. There is no lip, so really you're not getting a lot of support there. Okay, so that's something. Like I said before in my other videos, I like it when there's wide rails all the way down, you know, at least like 3/4 of an inch or so. You know, to me, and it may mean nothing, okay, but to me it just it looks like they're heavier built like that, and real narrow back here too. Whether that proves to be an issue, I haven't heard of anybody having any issues with that, but just right there, kind of, I don't know, maybe raises the flag for me a little bit, but you know, still it is. Okay, and keep in mind, I've got a total of $340 in this gun, so you know, now I'm picking it apart. But it is available in black as well. I like the I seen it in this desert tan. I said, okay, I've got to have that color. But we'll just get our slide back on here, and there we go. Now I've got it all dirty, but need to clean it up anyway. That's all there is to field stripping it. I'm pretty impressed with this gun. Like I said, I bought it just to take, you know, I caught it on sale. I'll take a chance for the price and see what. And I'm really surprised. I really thought it was going to be a cheap piece of junk. I've seen some reviews where people were, oh yeah, it's great, but you know, you don't believe all the reviews you watch and everything else. That's why I always recommend people to look at many reviews. But shoots really well, fairly accurate. I'm a little bit to the left with it, which is pretty typical of me. I was a little disappointed at my long distance shots with it, considering it's a 4.5 inch barrel. I thought I'd do a little better than I did, but maybe I shouldn't have had 2 monsters for breakfast. So you know, with that being said, you know, TP9SA, very nice trigger. The ergonomics of the gun, very nice. Accessory rail, loaded chamber indicator, striker indicator, nice 3-dot sights for what they are, changeable back strap, 18+1. You know, for the price for a recreational gun, I do recommend it. I do not, however, recommend using the holster that comes with it unless you go in and do something where you do not have to push on this tab to get your gun out. Okay, when I talk about shooting yourself in the leg, it's because to release this gun out of this holster, you have to push this tab and slide your gun up. When you do that, your finger falls on the trigger and people get shot like that. Okay, so I do have another holster that I got with one of my other guns. It's the same setup. It was for Sig 226 I had. See what I did? That right there is gone. Okay, just ripped it out of there. You can take the roll pin out of it, and there's a spring and stuff. You can also just make it a lot simpler. This ear sticking up right here. Let me grab something to point at it with. I know this isn't the review on the gun, but this is something that annoys me every time I see these holsters. Because all they are is a way to get hurt. This tab sticking up right here, you cut that flush with this. Cut it just right across diagonally like I got that pick. Just slice it out of there. You're good to go. This is completely useless then. You do not need to ever push on it to get your gun out. Now, there will be nothing to hold your gun from falling out if you turn it upside down or you jump on a trampoline or anything like that. But if you're just walking around using it as a range gun, as I am going to do with this, you know, just recreational, you can use this as a holster and you just pull straight out of it. And you don't have to push on anything where your finger's going to pop off and hit the trigger. So, just me ranting about those type of holsters, but from what I understand, there's not really a holster available for this gun yet. I don't even know if there's molds for this gun to make holsters with yet, if you're making Kydex holsters or such. So either way, it is a very nice gun as far as shooting it, and I mean, for the money, I'm pleased. Okay, my final thoughts on the TP9SA. Really good shooting gun. I highly recommend this gun for recreational shooting. Something just to take to the range to, you know, have a little competition with your buddy on who's more accurate. You're going to do pretty good with this gun. Only problems I may see that, you know, there's not a lot you can do with the sights. We're limited there on this gun. You know, you can adjust windage on the rear sight, but if you ended up having an issue as far as shooting high or something like that, and that front sight being non-changeable, or what they're calling it, like non-serviceable, you could have a problem there. Now, whether it stays that way, I mean, you know, parts may become more available as this gun is out longer and it gets more popular. But, you know, it's a really good shooting gun. The trigger is, wow. I wish I could put this trigger on a lot of my guns. And the capacity, large capacity, I like that. And accessory rail. Ergonomics are really good. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of holding a VP9. It's got that feel to it. It's really comfortable. And I'm really impressed with it. So for a recreational gun, I do recommend it. I think it's a winner. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. And once again, thanks for watching.